Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to your normal programming. Michael Rogers here.
Stephen Gerald.
We're back. We're back from a little hiatus. Last week we didn't have a show. I planned on shooting one. Things didn't work out. That's fine. Sometimes you have a what they call like a dead week. You know what I mean? You know, y'all take vacation too, so don't act like you're at work all the time. Um, Steven, you've had a good week this week.
So far, it's been an interesting week. I've got out of my comfort zone a little bit
Sweet.
and played with some baseball cards, and that was good.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
I laid on the beach like a fat whale, but you know what? Oh well.
Oh well.
um, it's summertime, and while I was gone, I noticed a lot of women are dressing way more scantily clad than the olden days. Um, but then if somebody like I literally saw this, I saw a girl dressed in like a thong or something, like a really revealing bathing suit. But there were guys on the beach were looking at her, and she was like, "What are you looking at? This is for me." And we were like, "Well, not we, but I was, I'm observing." And I was like, "What do you like? What do you expect? Like, what do you want? Like, what do you want? What do you want? Like, what do women want?
Yeah.
Like, men are driven by reproducing.
Oh yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
When you wear something that barely covers anything, men start thinking about reproduction.
Right. Yeah.
So, what are women thinking when they put those type of things on?
Well, they have to be thinking about reproduction. You would think.
Do, well, they prep themselves for the viewing of that,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
And if they didn't, they wouldn't take the time to shave and do their toenails perfectly.
Yeah.
And they make sure they look exactly right before they hit that beach and pull all their clothing off to represent that to all men and even other women. You know what I mean?
Well, when women paint their toes, they want people to look at their toes. That's just kind of odd.
They want to see what they look like when they're up by their ears. No, I'm joking. I don't know what where did that start? You know what I mean? Like the
Well,
vanity of the toe and the fingernail.
right. Like the attraction doesn't go. It doesn't have a limit.
I
It's
get.
like even the toes have to be painted.
Is that where like fetish comes in?
I think that is created from that because if they didn't ever paint their toes,
I mean, my dad would always say, if you're interested in a woman, look at her toes and her bathroom floor. He said if they're dirty or he's like, get away, you know. And I'm sitting there thinking, why are you in here checking out women's bathroom floors? Hey, it's a rule I've lived by, and it's
okay,
never steered me wrong. You know what I
okay,
mean?
yeah.
So, like, but for real, like, what do what what are are women trying to attract a forever partner when they do that, or do they want just a get your rocks off fun?
Well, that's confusing because they want respect at the same time.
100%.
And when you're looking at somebody that's barely wearing anything, is easy to show respect, but it's easy to show too much respect sometimes.
That's when I start disrespecting you. You know what I mean? Like for real.
Well, are they looking for disrespect or respect?
Every
I say respect, but that's where I'm probably in the wrong sometimes.
every woman, but I can't clump all women together because that's misogynistic, and that's what you do. And I've noticed that you are. That is, he's sexist, y'all. No, I'm joking. Steven does, but like they don't want. They want some disrespect in short intervals. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So say this is their power bar here. They have also like 10 other little power bars beside it that have to fill up, boom, 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 so that this one can have its special move. And everybody
Yeah.
knows what the special move is.
Mm-hmm.
And a man's, oh, what a man is or isn't trying to do is fill those little bars up quick so that her special move can fill up.
Oh,
Then you get the stunner.
that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, I mean they're like
Honestly.
video games. You got to play them, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I figured. Let me tell you who my main philosopher for the way that all relationships and everything. Now I'm a married man now, but in my past, there's a philosopher named Carrie Bradshaw. Women created her, and women hated her, but they couldn't quit watching her or taking her advice. After my first long relationship, and trying to figure out like what did I do wrong? What's blah blah, what's a woman actually want? I took in everything that philosopher Carrie Bradshaw ever did, and I sat down and I did it strategically. And then off of that, I branched out and was reading things that she read and blah blah blah. And that's how I became the master that I am
Well,
of all women.
I'm sorry for laughing.
I couldn't tell you what a woman wants. I could tell you what they need, though. You know what I'm saying?
But the confidence is a big part of
That's
it,
100%.
and the lack of confidence
It's also a big part of it.
Is a big part of it.
That's why it's hard to say what do women want, because some women want an asshole. They all want an asshole.
Right. They want the bad guy.
But they also want that. Well, he's a protector. He's a provider. He's a predator. Women like predators.
Yeah.
Not sexual predators.
Right.
But a predatorial man.
Right.
And
that blows my mind. I think that's kind of sexist.
Okay. I mean, I feel you. I'm not. Maybe I don't want to be a predator today. You know what I mean? Maybe I don't want to be maybe I want to be protected.
But the thing is, you have to be. That's the thing.
Yeah. Or you can be a person that person needs to be protecting that girl from, and there's a lot of those guys, and I have a list of all the guys we went. No, I'm just kidding. Of who I felt was like that. No. There was always those creepy dudes in school though. Like I remember in high school there was one creepy ass dude that was always like, I didn't get my hug today. And girls were always like, nowadays women would be like, do you think that you can objectify a hug against my body?
Man, I tell the truth too much whenever it comes, and my confidence is in my truth, but the truth is too much. Like I oversell my
who you really
are.
Yeah.
And I was going to say that you kind of have to have a character to you and show that character, not show the inner you right as you meet them, because that can be.
It takes 10 years, I'd say.
Okay.
10 years into a relationship with a woman is when you can literally start showing the inner. And the same way with a woman, don't fart around me on the first or second date, because that'll get you left at the table with a bill. Now, if I ask for you to fart on me on the second date, you need to run from me. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to tell women this too. Like, I'm not telling women what to do unless I own you already. And then I don't like shit on the floor. I like my sandwiches toasted. And you walk behind me when we're having, the evening walk with our friends after a meal. Like, you and the other women walk behind us. We smoke cigars, have a glass of bread, whatever. You know what I mean? You do not approach the man. That's what women need to know. The men will approach you when they have chosen you. No, I'm just. That's gonna get a lot of women mad. But that's how it used to be. You know what I mean? Like,
it used to be crazy, and it still is crazy, because there's so many rules, and one of the old rules that you don't ask women their age, and that you have to ask women their age.
When I was dating, I mostly asked women their age so I could be like, is she getting a retirement check soon? If not, I can't mess with you. You know, no. I do. I think that's case by case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're if you're 30-year old if you're a 30-year-old man and you see this girl, you've been scoping her a little bit, and she could be either 30 or 17 because she looks super young. You know what I mean? And there are women like that. You better ask her age. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Pretty quickly.
yeah.
Like, go. I'll say this, and I learned this because I was always trying to be a nice guy, and I'd get put in a friend zone real quick. But then I started treating the friend zone like the end zone, and then you sell like you spike the ball, you celebrate, then you run out of the friend zone, back to play again. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever get stuck in that end zone or that friend zone,
I
because
heard the friend zone doesn't exist. It's just like a queue. You're waiting to get.
you're at your loading screen.
You're waiting to see if they make a decision. So is
You
it
have
really
to
friendship there?
when you approach a woman. Here was always my rule: when you approach a woman, automatically gear it toward reproduction from the beginning. You let her know, hey, I'm here. I like you. I've been looking at you. You have a boyfriend? Don't wait and be like, oh, I'm gonna talk to her for a week and be like, hey, are you seeing someone? Automatically, you have a boyfriend. Yes, move out of my way. Do you cheat on him first before I move? No, okay, move. Go to her friend behind her, and you might have to work to two or three friends. But let me tell you something: a good fisherman don't look for a fish and only like you cast your line out there all day, all day. One of them fish gonna bite, and when one of them fish bites, them other fish are like, "Hey, I think I'd like some of that bait." I bet you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Straight up, like,
I used to have confidence, but my confidence just drained with time. And I think that's where, for me, like I have confidence, but I have confidence in the truth. But nobody wants to hear the truth.
no, you have to lie to them, bro,
I know, but
because you know
that's.
what? All of them are lying in some way.
I mean,
In some
in some
way,
way, yeah.
everybody is.
I know, but when I was growing up, you're not supposed to tell a lie.
But
And
if it's a girl, it don't matter.
it does matter, though. It matters to everybody.
I mean,
But lies make the world go round, I
mm-hmm,
guess.
that's very true.
But I mean, where do you cut that line between being truthful about yourself and the character? Where's the character come into play? You know, like the ego. You got to have a big ego.
Yeah, I always found that like I always knew I wasn't the most handsome guy. You know what I'm saying?
You got that
I
right.
always knew that. Just fuck you, dude. All right, Mister 96,000 comments, Big Zaddy. All right, yeah, I feel you. Hey,
uh,
but for real, like I really know. Like my mama told me I was handsome, and my grandmama, mostly just women in my family. But like I always like had to rely on my sense of humor a lot. And I've literally had like a backhanded compliment, like, I don't know why I'm so into you. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, did you really just say that to me? Like usually I would never date a guy that looks like you. And I'm like, what am I, like a closet monster? But you just think I'm funny? Either way, I don't care. You know, things are happening that I want to happen. I don't care you like me or not. I'll make you laugh a little bit, you know, then things will be what it is. I would prefer that you not call me back. You know what I mean? Like, really? But yeah, like I said, I always like some women are girls. At the time, I would call them girls because you know we were super young. But like, I could always like easily get a girl that was a little bit out of my league because I just had like a good sense of humor. You know what I mean? Not saying I was hilarious, but I was. But like, just a good sense of humor, you know.
mm,
And I also always noticed that like older women, even when I was 16, 15, so, you know, like women who were in their mid 20s and 30s were always like, like always kind of flirty with me and stuff. Not really girls my age.
well, I'm into older women probably because I'm scared of the reproduction part. Like because there's so much pressure with younger women that that's like you said, it's the main thing.
They're looking at baby dick, man.
But women that are older, they're looking for different things. They're not looking for to have kids.
No, and sweet, you know, like
Right.
yeah, for
I
real.
think that's why I steer towards older women. And online, I message older women. There's nothing better than making a woman feel good about themselves.
See,
That's the best feeling in the world to me.
but before that, you have to break them down. You have to make them feel like they're nothing. No, I'm joking.
You gotta shine them like a diamond.
You do. You have to say, "I dug you out of this dirt, and I can throw you back in that dirt." Or you can come with me and listen to me, groom my dog, cut the rinds off the edge of my sandwiches, and you'll be a beautiful diamond one day. And then I'll throw you in the back of my sock drawer, and then go diamond hunting again. You know what I mean? Like Patrice O'Neal or had, he don't have shit now. He had a very funny joke that a lot of men that held in high regard because it's super true. And he was like, relationships are like men fishing, and this is true. Once you catch that one fish, you bring that fish home, you put that fish in your aquarium, and you know that's your fish. Then that fish pop his head up out of the tank one day and be like, "When you gonna get rid of that boat and all them fishing poles?" He's like, "That's when you got to go back out and hit the lake, piss that fish off that's at the house, just to show her I can still fish." You know what I
Oh
mean? Like,
yeah.
but that's saying don't ever get in a like a lot of people like they'll get in relationships and they let themselves go.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like as a man, you should never do that because that's automatically making that fish that you or that woman, uh, like you're you're becoming what she don't desire. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do
Automatically,
know.
like
Yeah.
if she was attracted to you because you were muscular and tan and tall and hot and funny and played sports, and then y'all get together and you're like, you know what? I don't think I want to play sports no more. I just want to sit here and cuddle on the couch with you, darling, and blah, 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 and then you start getting a little belly, and then automatically that girl's thinking to myself like, or herself like, you know, you gotta, where's that man? Where's that man?
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I definitely quit before when it comes to life, and that's just me
I
over
have
being
too.
over
I
honest.
have too, man.
And I'm just now getting my confidence back because for a lot of reasons, but I let myself go, and I know how to get back to my old self, but there's so much work involved to getting back to where I see myself in my head.
But the beautiful thing about that is though is you didn't do that because you were in a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Like that's I'll say this. I had out of my first long like I had a girl, I was like, why are you breaking up? I've gotten this. I've I've gotten back on my feet. I'm doing good, blah blah blah. I'm just trying to make you proud. Don't ever do that. Because then they'll spin that shit on you and be like, I don't want you to make me proud. I want you to do it for yourself.
uh,
You know what I'm saying? Like when you're by yourself, hey man, you ain't got another person relying on that. You know what I'm saying? Like do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel like. But once what I was trying to get at is like don't get into a relationship and then like become what you think she wants.
oh,
Don't do that. Like as a man, not saying you, but
right.
as men, like let them know, like, hey, this is me. Here's what I now. 10 years in, like I was saying, yeah, you let people alone. Like you might be a little more goofy in front of them, or you might, let them know that you have a secret obsession with poetry or something, and wear
Yeah,
berets.
right.
But don't ever wear berets because she'll leave you for the dude that don't wear a beret and reads poetry. Yeah, like they think that's what they want until they get one of them dudes, and then they're like, I need a man to rough me up.
they
Really,
yeah they want to be put in their own place.
they want to be lesbians with male privilege.
Oh, well, I know they're like mathematics, and they're not mathematically sound by electricity.
Yeah, by electricity. Uh, that's shocking. Uh, in the no, like I said, dude, I think women want like why do women these days, and I'm not saying young women nor old women nor middle aged women, I'm saying all women are almost at a disadvantage when it comes to the dating pool versus men, because and I don't date, you know what I'm saying? Just from what I see from my friends who do date, and I look at stuff on the internet. I mean, you see TikTok videos about how bad dating is and all this.
Mm.
So like, here's my assumption is women and men both have been so highly affected by media
Oh yeah.
and what the media tells you your relationships should be.
Yeah.
And oh queen, or hey sister, if he ain't treat if your man don't want to go out with you, not go out with his boy, and bang him, or like hey king, or hey little player, you know don't ever, if that girl ain't answering her phone, go ahead and move on. And it's just like, y'all have indoctrinated a culture of people, or not a cult, but a generation, two or three, and now it's starting to like slip into older generations, where it's like a woman who's 60 years old, because her old man who put 50 years in with her, one, can't perform anymore or something, or two, he's out, you know, he's an old man now. He's into shit
Mm.
like cars or like gardening.
Mm.
Like, now women are on these, this 25-year-old man, he's looking at me. And it's like, that's not okay. You know what I'm saying? And now they've got the younger girls coming up being raised on that. Like, be a thought, be a hoe.
Oh.
Like you and your, you ever heard the phrase, I'm in my hoe phase?
Mm. I've heard that.
What? What? Like, no one, it's like the amount of meaningless sex has risen so high in the past
Yeah.
20 years,
Yeah.
but birth rate has dropped.
Wow. Dude, it just when it comes to sex, it's awkward to me. It's just awkward.
100%.
It's just so
You're sitting
awkward.
outside of a window in a tree looking in with binoculars at, like, whoever. Of course that's awkward.
No,
And a bird,
no.
lands beside you. Yeah, like, I've
Then
been
you
there.
fall and go to hell.
I've been there. I've been there. No, I feel you. It is awkward, and you know what though? That was all. That's like the excitement of it, though.
Yeah,
I guess.
it's uh, it's so much that it's easy to give up for me because there's so much to it. And seriously, it's not mathematically sound at all.
No, it's kind of not. It's kind of just a lot of work. You know what I mean? It really is, and it's like, the woman. Now here we go, guys. Now we're in deep waters. You know what I mean? Now
Mm-hmm.
we're getting into the meat of this thing. From what I understand, relations of a sexual matter overall. Say if you say you're going for a long time, like 4 minutes, okay. But like, they say that relations for a woman generally feels better, as far like it's like a from the start to finish. Like they're experiencing some, like, pretty pleasure. But like they say, a man, and this is where men are always chasing a dragon. You're chasing a dragon. The first time that you lost, when you lost your virginity, that whole session felt awesome, didn't it? I mean, yeah, it was like the first time,
Yeah.
like everything about it was so awesome. It felt great. Blah, 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 blah. So, but after that first time, that a man, he's always chasing that dragon,
Oh.
because it don't really necessarily feel that great for a man up until the climax of it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And then it's like such a high, so fast, and you're like debilitated by it. But then like 2 seconds later, you're like, okay, like I gotta go do some shit. You know what I mean? Like, but a woman can sit there and experience minutes to hours after that of like a pleasure feeling. Men
Oh.
don't possess that,
Oh.
because we are primal,
Yeah.
because it's our nature not to feel that. Because by nature, when you're done doing that, you're supposed to be like we are a production factory. We don't
Yeah.
have that feeling. You know what I'm saying? And then I think that's killed a lot of monogamy in relationships, man, because people have figured that out. And it's like that's why you get there's more men that are probably like addicts of it than there are women, and men tend to do more extreme things to get that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Women are like, oh, blah blah blah. Ain't really worried about it. I'm not saying all women,
Right.
but like for there's a majority. You know what I mean? Like I think that's the reason that they have taken the woman out of the home and put her in the workplace and given her a career. Like you can't be sitting here just having a woman at home reproducing all the time.
For me, I'm getting more and more confused as I came in here. I thought I knew. I thought I knew my talking points.
No, I mean I'm just talking, man.
I
Like
know
you know,
my talking points were like,
why do women sit with their legs curled up under them with a fucking Auburn hoodie on, being like, on the couch, like, and they're always like, oh, I love fall, I love fall, I love winter. Like, why?
I don't know.
That's stupid. And so is your wreath you put on the front door. Now I wish it was summer again so we could be at the lake. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I think winter and fall favors like like a woman, nestling up to her man and being cozy and comfy. And it's like summer's like when the men are all like lined up at the feeding trough and we're drooling at the mouth. Because I think that like in the summer women tend to be more sexy than they are like um pretty or beautiful.
Yeah, there's different seasons. Yeah. Like
What's your
I'm in
favorite?
my whole season right now.
You're in your hoe phase. What's your favorite season?
What's my favorite season?
Yeah,
Uh that one that you put on pizza.
there you go. the Parmesan
Yeah.
bits. That's a good answer.
No.
That's actually the best answer. Pizza don't break your heart. For real. You ever had a pizza? Actually, I have had a pizza break my heart. I saw a pizza one time and I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be the best pizza. I'm gonna tear this pizza up. And I picked that pizza up and I ate it and I was like, and I went home and made my own pizza.
um but in school they didn't teach me about women in school. And I didn't take sex ed, but I learned everything at school. And it's just they should have like a class, like a relationship kind of class.
They did.
They did? Well, I missed it.
I ain't gonna say it. No, like I think we were in like the same guy who was our PE teacher. No, yeah, it was like seventh or eighth grade, and I'm not gonna say any names, but he was a tennis coach, and he was like our sex ed for a while, and then he had. It seemed like one. I remember this very well because she didn't have no panties on, so we're in this specific tennis coach's class. Now we're teenage boys laughing, yeah, penis in a book, but like he had a special speaker come from the health department one time, and she was a blonde headed lady. But she like stuck around for a while, and she would come back like every couple of weeks and stuff. And then she like I don't know if the school hired her, but she become like a full time physical education teacher, and she ain't had no business being around a bunch of teenage boys like that. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. We didn't mind it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like, I'll have to tell you off air about the no panties thing because it was
Okay.
wow. And I'm surprised she was ever let back at that school afterward. It wasn't her fault, but just the embarrassment of it. I would have never been able to come back if I was her. But yeah, like do I think I ever learned anything from her or him? No. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
but
Like even just talking to women is different than talking to men.
yeah,
It's different, and they should teach that because
what they
some people only know what they're taught.
what they should teach is for that woman to keep her mouth shut while the man is talking.
Well, I mean, that's
That's the
like
real
part
thing.
of the communication
Yeah.
is talking too much or
Skillet,
talking too little.
heat, babies, you go nowhere. You have no votey, no nothing. No, I'm joking. I'm not like that, really. I do like to play that character on TV, though.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that at all. But I do think that and a lot of women would watch this and be like, "You're a pig," And I'm like, I'm not a pig. I will point stuff out about men too. You know what I mean? Like,
But that's not this podcast right
no,
now.
no. That's a whole different shits right there.
I watch what the women want for this podcast. I didn't watch what men want
Yeah, I'll
with
tell you what men
Tracy
want.
Morgan.
I'm gonna tell you what men want: 454 Chevrolet, bass boat, a little less lip and a lot more respect, as Rodney Dangerfield would say. But no, I said I don't know what women want, man, because you know what? Every woman is different, and every
Yeah.
woman is beautiful in her own way,
Mm-hmm.
and every woman has her own truth,
Yeah.
and your truth cannot. Let me repeat: your truth and real truth cannot overtake her truth.
Oh.
And that's the rule.
Okay.
Rule number 1 is break all the rules. Rule number 2 is whatever they think in their pretty little head, you know what you kind of do? You just kind of go with it.
Yeah, but if they ask you
If
for
they're
something and you give everything they want, they don't want that. They don't.
That's why you gear it automatically toward I am your ruler. You will do what I say and everything can go your way. But if you don't, things can go very bad. No. I just won't fool with you. Move because your friend's a little prettier actually anyways. You know what I mean? Hey, I tell you this, and I can't tell you his name, but his name is Sean, okay? I was in our younger days, in our dog days, you know what I mean? Like I was at a bar with him one night, or a club you might say. We're at the club, we're dancing. Uh And Sean's a tall drink of water. You know what I'm saying? He can clean up. Well, I'm sitting there one night with him. Me and him are chilling. We're drinking, having fun. This girl, who was way out of Sean's league, come up and was like, "Hey, we're trying to get. Can I have your number?" And she was with her little friend. And I kind of stepped back. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I want to see how my boy handles this. And it shocked me but it taught me a lesson. I was fresh out of a relationship, like a long relationship, and I didn't really know where I was with everything. Like I'm learning from Carrie Bradshaw, I'm learning from these magazines. I'm taking it all in. And she was a very pretty girl. I do remember that. And he looked down at her and was like, "What?" She was like, "Can we get your number?" And he's like, "Why?" And he just looks. He starts trying, and she was like, "You're an asshole." Blah, blah, blah. And he was like, "What do you want?" And she was like, "We're trying to get. I want to get your number. We're trying to get as many guys' numbers as we can to make our boyfriends mad." He looked at her and he was like, "Get away!" Pretty much told her, "Get away from me, because you really ain't that pretty, anyways, to be doing that and thinking you can get away with it." And he told her that he would maybe use her by the dumpster out back if she was lucky. And she looked at him and was like, huh. Next thing I know, they're like over there all over, or they're over there talking. I was like, oh, he got it. That's how he did. You like that's how he did, and that's what that girl wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if some guy would have been like, "Oh yeah, please, oh yeah, I'll get you," she'd have probably been like, "Oh, fucking loser," but he literally put her in her place, and it tore her mind up.
Yeah.
She couldn't help but be like, "Oh my God, this is untangible." Like,
right.
You know what I mean?
That's like, man, That's great for him. I think that's an awesome story.
That's what you do, though.
I know, and thank you for trying to help me. But
Not
when
you,
it comes to
Steven.
women, I'm lost. Women, I'm lost,
Me too.
and you're gonna have to help me as much as you can. I'm not dumb, but I am slow.
He said it. No. Man, I don't think any man really knows what a woman wants because at the flip of a hat, they're unbalanced hormonically.
Well, everybody is, right?
No,
No.
they are.
Okay.
We're fine. Just leave us alone. I'll tell you one thing. In marriage, after a certain time being married, what will save your marriage is a garage and hobbies. Separate hobbies. Really,
Mm-hmm.
separate. In a boyfriend relationship, girlfriend relationship, let me tell you, young men, something right now. And I had a girl teach me this, and I couldn't even be mad with her, bro. I dapped her up. Was like, hey, you look cold blooded, but like you're right though. I can't be mad at you. Yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here. Like literally, don't think when you're dating a girl that that's your girl.
Oh yeah.
It's not. You're on. Hey, somebody else could be like waiting on the loading screen.
Right.
Really,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Like, don't think that's and even now that's what I'm saying, man. It's so hard to talk about this subject because of
it really is.
the moral decline of our civilization changes these rules every day,
Oh yeah.
every day. And I'm not saying like women don't know where they need to be these days, but like it literally is. It literally is.
Yeah. And
There,
we're probably gonna get 10 million views because of it.
I hope it's all women. I do. Like,
Come on, women.
hey, I'd like to think we have a pretty decent woman audience.
Yeah.
I just want to know why you think that pumpkin ice spice lattes are a good thing.
Our life.
Their life hashtag, and I'm over here drinking iced coffee. No,
As long as it doesn't have pumpkin spice in
it
it.
doesn't. That's not a summer flavor, and I don't know that from experience. But I'll tell you this: I have sipped one pinky up flavoring of that pumpkin. It's not for me. It's no. I don't like pumpkin anything.
I mean, that's a whole fall is a big deal when it comes to pumpkin spice, pumpkins in general.
You know why women like pumpkin spice? It's because their heads are similar to a pumpkin, as in it has nothing in it.
Oh,
No. So naturally, they gravitate toward the pumpkin. And then you line them up in rows. You know what I mean? No, that's misogynistic. But you're into shit like that because I know you. No, no. Women, actually, we actually need y'all.
yeah,
We love women,
to
man.
live.
Yeah, we love you. Like, but we can all poke fun at each
Oh
other
yeah,
a
we
little
can
bit.
poke fun
Yeah,
because if you're not poking fun, what are you doing?
yeah. Then that means that one, you aren't noticing your surroundings, and that's women hate that. Oh, you don't even notice things about me? And it's like, yeah. What color was my hair last week? It's like I didn't even know you were here last week. No, but, like literally, you got to be able to poke fun.
Yeah.
Women, um, you've got to do every fucking thing we say. No, I'm not gonna do that. Just keep being great, women. Uh, we every day strive to keep y'all around on this earth.
That's what life's about. I mean, that's what it's about.
Mothers,
Yeah, and is
nurture,
yeah,
and nature,
yeah,
and reproduction.
yeah. That's what it's about. That's what makes the world go round.
Literally.
So why's it got to be awkward?
Yeah. It's just like you ever seen The Handmaid's Tale?
No.
That's how I shouldn't say that. That's canceled. That's not how it is. And that's not how it should be. Women. But it's a good show. Hey, what I'll tell you one thing. You will I'm not saying I'm some, master or nothing. I'm not at all. But like you know, I've proudly sharpened my iron sword on the art of the woman. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
yeah.
Or the art of the relationship and the, you know, I kind of get it. I don't know everything, but I kind of get it.
Well, I read books on it, and I read books on everything, as that's where I went wrong.
No. That's what makes Steven the perfect bachelor for y'all.
Hey, you hear it here?
Now, I'm gonna expect to you know come on with the traffic. You know what I'm saying? Like the man's read books about you. I just watched some shows about a poet that y'all. Do you know who Carrie Bradshaw is?
No.
I hate to say this, but she was, like I said, she gave the woman sex, female, a lot of power in the 90s. And then she kind of wrote about it and made blogs about it, and men read them and watched them, and it kind of like ruined it. You know what I mean for women.
Oh,
So look her up sometime.
all right.
You know what I'm saying? Carrie
Yeah,
Bradshaw. It's a
Carrie
name you.
Bradshaw.
I'll text it to you.
Okay.
Start listening. Look at her guidelines of. You know, she basically sold the woman out
Oh,
by giving away their secrets.
okay.
You know, so
Yeah, I'll have to
uh,
look into Carrie Bradshaw.
yeah. Hey, you'll get into it, and you'll and you'll uh you'll you'll buy electricity.
Yeah, buy electricity.
It'll be something that you'll find pretty interesting, and probably get I'm not gonna say obsessed with, but you'll start you'll definitely finish everything you start with either reading or or watching our show. Oh shit! All right, guys. Well, Stephen, what do you want to tell these ladies?
Keep it bouncy.
Very bouncy, like real bouncy. Guys, girls, we love you. Tune in next week if we're still able to. Oh man. Night,
Please,
guys.
hopefully, tune in next week.
Yeah, hopefully. Y'all have a good night. Love y'all.